Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play the Dark Pictures Anthology. This one is going to be Dark Pictures The Devil in Me, which apparently is the final installment, the final game of the first season of
Hmm.
the Dark Pictures Anthology. I am here joined again with my very good friend Shay. Welcome back, Shay.
Hello, everybody. It's good to be back, especially for a finale like this. It was a long time coming. I mean, it paints the years for us. You know what I mean? That this time passes, and you're like, woo, okay, that's year four. Yeah, it's nuts.
It's a fun tradition, and
Yeah,
it's great as people who, both Shay and I, we are not horror people at all. Like, we are not, I don't go out of my way to watch or experience scary horror things. But for me, these games have been really enjoyable, and it is a lot more enjoyable when playing with a friend like Shay. So we're very excited. If you are all interested in the other games of the Dark Pictures Anthology that we've played in the past, I will have links in the description below. I should also point out that just like in previous games of this, we have done uh, all of my perspectives of playing this game blindly are on my channel, but definitely take a look at Shay's perspectives of things while playing this game as well. We'll have the I'll have the links for his down below in my subscription description below as well, um, so you can kind of watch and see how we both uh, fared, I guess, individually through this game.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I was gonna say vice versa on my side, and also because of the way we'll play, which I'm sure Hark will get into, it we don't spoil each other along the way, and so that perspective allows you to kind of see what we're thinking about what each other's side is doing while we're blind to both the game, but also the other perspective of the game. So it's always another kind of angle to enjoy. Yeah.
yeah, actually, Shay, I'll let you explain like what for people who haven't seen our previous playthroughs. What is our approach for this game?
Yeah, so we evolved it along the way because we got to know how the game was constructed and how it played out. And so we took the extra step on the last gameplay collaboration where we play our own side, but we don't share the audio while we play. That way, we're not talking over each other. We're not saying things the other person isn't supposed to see. Some of the stuff that these games do is that it sort of red herrings you or it hides certain information from the perspective that you're experiencing. And so what we do is we let it get to the curator. We resync again, just to kind of surface talk about our experience. We try not to say in detail what we experienced. That could imply something to the narrative on the other side. And then by the end of the game, we just resync again at our thoughts about the entire experience. And in that area, we sometimes might say things that will give the context for our side. That being said, if I end up killing people by accident, this is Hark generally likes to do a solo play where he saves everybody, especially those that he loves. So so I try not to spoil everything because I know that I still want Hark to experience part of that himself. So there you go. Hopefully that's a good summary of this.
But there's still, I'm sure, a lot of entertainment value, at least from the viewers, when certain people die and you and I react
Oh
to
my gosh. Yeah, this will not be a perfect run. Just this will not.
this. Will not be a perfect, completely 100% blind.
Yes.
The other disclaimer I want to give, if you all have not noticed yet, for those of you who haven't seen any of our other videos, we talk a lot. Me and Shay are very analytical people, and we do have a tendency to. I guess some people could say we're long-winded. I think we're just very thoughtful, and I think that we do a lot in terms of analyzing story and plot and predicting like what's going to happen next and all that good stuff. So, if you are looking for let's players who are just going to shut up and play the game, that's not going to be us. So I'm just telling you that up front, because I don't want to set up any expectations.
Mm-hmm.
But if you are interested in more than just watching people play the game and maybe trying to put some sort of intellectual spin as you can. Hopefully, you'll give us a try. Uh, did you want to add anything to that?
Yeah, that's a pretty good summary. I like that it's upfront every time in all the videos. Our breaks, we try to be reasonable as well, but at the same time, if there's stuff to talk about, we don't hold back from talking about it. So yeah, it's
So,
fair.
so in going to this game, like I said, I know very little purposely because I'm trying to be blind about this as much as I can. I haven't watched any playthrough previews of this game, but Shay and I did see the trailer that was at the end of the previous game,
Mhm.
House of Shadows, I think. And from our understanding, it looks like this plot borrows a lot of elements from the Saw
Mhm.
movies.
Mhm.
Um, and yeah, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about that, Shay? Going, have you seen any of the Saw movies?
No, absolutely not. No, no, that's yeah, no, I do, and that's that kind of gore porn horror is not for me. So we'll see how far this pushes into that territory, especially as a video game. Things it feels a lot more immersive, like psychologically, like as a viewer, than a movie. In my opinion, video games will get me way more than a movie, and the novels barely do anything. Like I enjoy horror; it's my favorite genre to read, because I can control the pacing of what I'm absorbing. But yeah, when it comes to the experience, especially when it becomes visceral. It's yeah, it's gets I get squeamish, a little bit squeamish. But I would say it's probably not gonna like I don't predict as many jump scares as some of the other previous games. Where jump scares are like just as a video game, that stuff like gives me headaches because of the just the tension that it generates. Whereas I feel like this one's gonna be more of a it's like the tension buildup, like the buildup of like potentially where it could go if it goes into the Saw territory. Um, I don't want I prefer not to see visceral things, but I'll have to truck through. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I feel like they're gonna mix something else into it, not just Saw. I feel like I my hope here for the game, and I'll put it up front, is I hope that as a fourth part of the season one, is that this is going to string together somehow some of the elements of the previous three games, which feels to me is that missed. So from Medan. So I do feel like they're going to bring some of this together and solidify, like unify the quadrilogy. Like what do you call this? Like it's not trilogy, but yeah, the four-parter. So, yeah.
Yeah, there has been some hints to suggest that all of these stories are happening in the same universe.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I would love for that to be the case. So, and like Shay, I too am not at all into gore porn either. But I have seen, I believe, all of the Saw films
Oh wow.
only because at least for the first few Saws, I really liked the story a lot. The plot elements and the
Wow.
plot premise I thought were really good, and
Hmm.
some of the twists are also pretty darn good. So during the gory parts of Saw, I always pretty much have my eyes shut or like going la 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 la. And then when it stops, I go back and jump back into the
oh
story. So we'll see how I fare in this
man.
one. Um, but yeah, anything else before we start playing?
I think we're good. I think we're good. I hope I'm gonna go keyboard mouse with this one. I hope that that's the one that does me better because heartbeats and me don't get along. So I don't know what it is, Hark. There's something with my mouse button. There's like I don't know, my finger starts like twitch strangely with nervousness or something, and I'm like I know what I'm seeing, but I can't seem to align with it. Anyways, so we'll see how that fares.
That'll be cool because I'll be experiencing it with my,
No controller. Ooh, okay.
which is actually what I did with House of Ashes, and I found that to be easier for me,
Okay.
just for me specifically.
Okay. Now with you, do you find that by replaying the games solo, like it helps hardwire some of the gaming patterns that the game uses with the controller? Like, does that help you sort of, I guess, better prepare for what the game might throw at us in terms of those tension pieces that you could fail?
I I think I don't think that affects that affects it in any way, but I do feel that when I'm playing solo, the game runs smoother and isn't.
Okay.
So if you remember, for those of you who didn't know, we as in Shay and I plus six other people
Yeah.
co-opt the Quarry recently. And you know how in the Quarry there's like that gap of time that we're just waiting to
Yes.
for it's like that's the one thing that was a little
Racing
annoying about
time. Yeah.
co-op is like we're trying every time a major quick time is about to happen, the game like goes into
Yeah.
a black
Yeah.
screen and it's
Yeah.
like waiting for the other players, and then it just drops you into the
Hmm.
into the quick times. And if there's like a string of quick times like back to back, you'll have it gets really choppy, and
Disjointed. Yeah. Okay.
that's what throws off my quick
Okay.
time.
Okay.
So I don't think
Hey, that's interesting. Yeah.
so I think that's more accurate as to what.
Okay. I had not considered it from that perspective, but yeah, I guess it breaking up your because you're in the zone. And so if you're in the zone and then you gotta wait the hell, what's going on? You're paused, and then you gotta get back in the zone. But it's like the pacing never changed in the game, but it did for you. Yeah, okay.
These games don't have that problem historically, not nearly as bad as the Quarry.
Yeah,
So there
true.
might be like a half a second or a second
Mm-hmm.
delay. Um, so it's not awful, but I think that's what makes the quick time slightly easier in
Okay.
solo, slightly. So anyway,
Okay.
let me. Okay, I'm gonna start as Jeff. It looks like. See, look how pleasant this looks. Look how bright and sunny this is. We'll be fine. I mean, it's just called Murder Hotel. How bad could it be? You know? You know? Okay. Here we go, Shay. Oh, yeah, see, it's bright and sunny. For they have sown the wind, and they shall reap the whirlwind. Hosea 8:7. Every choice has a consequence. Some decisions save lives. Others lead to death. Yep. Hey, it's the crows. We see the crows
The
a lot.
wheel is 264 feet, Jeff. Can you imagine it?
I'm attempting to.
I bet you can see for
Ferris
100
wheel.
miles at the top. We should make that our first priority.
Oh boy. Jeff.
Whatever pleases you the most.
You please me the most.
Jeff's a looker.
You
Jeff's
mean
handsome.
you're not weary of me after an entire day of marriage?
Too bad he's about to die. If
I shall
things
hold you to that, my dear.
go as they normally do with these types of games. At least that's my suspicion. Snake oil. Snake
I
oil.
think we've arrived.
So this is the Death Hotel then? Or maybe this is the origin story of the Death Hotel, is my guess.
Isn't this grand?
As advertised. Very nice.
It looks pretty. He
Let's
looks
check
pretty.
in.
She looks pretty. They both look pretty. Pretty couple in a pretty hotel that are about to die.
Are we the only ones here?
I'm sure there was a mad dash first thing this morning to get to the fair.
Okay.
Try again?
Hmm. Oh. Well, I mean, the decor is worried. Let's level of the left doesn't look good. The fair. I'm gonna make him
The fair will
optimistic.
show us all sorts of wonderful things to come. But the only future I care about is ours.
Talk like that makes me wish there was a way I could marry you twice.
They're very sweet, but I see
I
a
wish
lot of
they'd hurry
tragedy.
up so we can finally be alone in our room.
Oh,
Do you now?
wow.
Slow service.
Where is
That
the
means they're
service?
making sure everything is perfect.
That's my Marie. Always finding that silver lining.
My sincere apologies
Oh,
for both startling you and for making you wait. My attention was needed elsewhere. I promise from here on out it will be nothing but silver linings. Welcome to the World's Fair Hotel. Please, sign in here.
sign your life
First time
away.
in Chicago? I'm going to hazard a guess and assume you're here to take in the exposition.
The fair, yes, but that's not all. Today is a very special day for us.
Oh, a honeymoon. How very, very lovely.
Yes, today's the beginning of our honeymoon.
Congratulations. In that case, an upgrade is in order. A honeymoon suite it is.
Is it just me? Is this dialogue really
Well,
choppy?
are the rates that much higher?
I think nothing of it.
Yes, we
Same
are on
rates
our
as your
honeymoon.
regular room. The upgrade is on us. You're our first honeymooners.
How kind. Thank you, Mr.
Holmes. Henry Howard Holmes.
You have a lovely hotel, Mr. Holmes.
Well, thank you very much. I designed and built most of it myself.
You're an architect then?
Architect,
He built this
Designer.
himself.
builder, doctor,
Murderer,
artist.
murderer,
I'm a man of many interests.
psychopaths.
Impressive.
Please have a look around. We have sundries and gifts at the pharmacy counter. I'll take your luggage up to your room and ensure that everything is in order. Just make a note if you decide to purchase anything, and we will add it to your bill.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes. We appreciate it.
The pleasure is all mine.
All right. Wow, look at the reflection in the floor. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful game so far. I feel like they've been
I wish I could buy them both.
use R chain selection, press and hold to pick up objects. Oh. That watch looks pretty. I like watches. All right, so he's got a watch. I like pocket watches. I like practical
pardon
jewelry.
me, miss.
Careful, you. My husband gets awfully cross with men who act fresh.
He sounds like a ripe fellow. How's the marriage going?
Lovely. Thanks for asking.
Well, let's just head up. I'm sure the room is ready.
Oh boy.
See anything good over there at the jewelry counter? Anything fancy?
Wouldn't you like to know?
It's got a nice butt too. Just saying. The ominous bell. And the ominous World's Fair Hotel pen. This poor
Wonder
couple.
What's in here?
The Radlin Suite.
I'm starting to think
Private.
I've gone and married a thrill seeker. Ferris wheels, forbidden rooms. Are we looking for excitement?
Perhaps.
Is it the dialogue or the way the actors are delivering these lines? I think I
Nothing but
got
an
married to a.
unfinished room.
It just
See
feels.
what happens when you chase a thrill?
It just feels
If
very
this is you trying to get
unnatural.
out of the Ferris wheel.
I know you won't be denied.
Wait,
I know you won't be denied.
that?
Is this like there's just something off about their dialogue? Is it part of the character, or is there else something story-wise to that? It's almost like they're not real people. uh okay.
sorry.
Shay,
Are we lost?
you done and messed up already. It's
A wrong
okay.
turn.
It's
it would seem.
okay.
This room is being renovated. It's not safe.
Of course.
It's not
We-
safe.
You must have missed the sign saying private.
Must have.
Do you hear what I'm hearing?
We're
You
very
must have
sorry.
missed
I
the
can't
sign.
have you falling through floors and having your brains dashed out, can I?
He's very robotic.
No.
Is that purposeful?
Again, we apologize.
But so are they. They're
Think nothing of it.
all three of them are
I'm only
robotic.
thinking of your safety. Wouldn't want you to get hurt.
Okay, I have a suspicion that that guy is not a real human being. That is
Welcome,
some sort of
newlyweds, to the honeymoon suite.
steampunk android, steampunk robot.
Thank you kindly, Mr. Holmes.
Do enjoy your stay.
See,
If you'll excuse me, I have
even
work to return to.
the way he moves.
I'm sure we'll see each other again soon.
Do enjoy your stay. It's so creepy.
Goodness, this place is fit for a king.
Or my queen.
Oh, you.
Oh, are we
Kiss this.
actually? Oh
That is
my!
not very wifely of you.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be playful. I'm gonna be playful.
Bullseye!
You asked for
She
it.
hit me first. You hit me first. Come on, Shay. Give me your best shot. Right in the kisser. Come on. Oh, you're not gonna hit me? Okay. All right. I was just trying to have some fun. Oh, I was trying to hit her
Okay,
there.
you win.
Oh, we're not finished.
Lock.
Victory!
Special feature unlocked.
You cheated.
What's the special feature? If on-screen characters can equip items they have in their inventory. Oh,
There's something I'd like to show you.
I got a
I got
pocket
this
watch.
downstairs.
Hmm.
It was half the price it should be.
Ah, it's very nice.
That's cool.
Does it suit me?
That's new. Equipping items.
Mhm.
She's like, you didn't get me something, honey. I'm sorry. That was the first thing that I saw. I'm so sorry. I'm wondering if Shay got something for, themselves.
It's lovely. You'll cut quite the dashing figure with it. It suits you well.
Thank you.
Why don't you have that bath? I'm going to see about a shave.
All right.
A shave. Oh boy. Shaves. Oh boy. Oh, are we being watched? Oh my, that is creepy. Creepy. Oh geez, and she's about to take a bath and okay.
Did I forget to pack my razor?
Oh my. Okay, I guess we're about to split up now. She's gonna take a bath and I'm gonna look for a razor.
It's jammed shut.
Maybe if we put a little weight into it?
Okay. One more time, I guess. Come on, Shay. Or is it me? Am I not doing it right?
Open sesame!
Thank you. Why don't you have a shave while I take a quick bath? Then we can reconvene.
I know that word. It's French for something illicit.
Shush. Shave.
I think I forgot to pack my razor and kit.
I'm sure the pharmacy downstairs has them.
Don't be too long in that bath.
Don't you worry.
I was gonna say, if he wants to start taking a shower too, I'm not gonna stop him. Setting into the hotel, find a shaving kit. That's probably gonna be locked. All right, Jeffrey. Just gonna walk down here. I guess the bath is in a room separate from our own. Okay, that's fine. There's like a public bath or something. Let's see. I'm wondering if Shay's gonna experience like some psycho going on in the bath. I don't know.
I could have sworn this was
Meanwhile,
where it came up.
Oh boy. You're gonna get lost.
What?
Oh!
Oh my god. Marie!
So one thing that I noticed why we kept missing
We'll get our bags and just
repeated
walk out.
Tap thing is because X is not X in my controller. X is like, because in my controller, X is what this game thinks is A.
Marie! I'm coming!
X is, I think, square. Oh.
What?
Hi. What's about to happen?
What have you done?
Calm yourself, sir. It seems your wife has had an accident.
Oh my gosh. Shay. Oh my gosh.
Is there a problem, sir?
Oh. I have to confront. Even though I'm gonna die anyway. I mean, she's my wife. I have to do something. No! She's my wife. I'm about to get stabbed in the back. Oh! I saw that coming, even though I knew it was coming. Oh, jeez.
It's already done.
But why? Why? I don't know. Why? I guess we're gonna find out later. This is a really short intro. I'm normally these things are a bit longer and more involved than just let's play a pillow fight and check into a hotel. There's more things normally that go on.
A place for everything.
Oh, did he just take our jewelry?
In its place.
He's just trying to steal from us?
Look at this.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Only the best for you, my dear.
Mother would simply die. It's so
I say,
opulent.
good man, do you work here?
Oh, wow. So all of these...
Hello.
All of the jewelry...
Welcome to the World's Fair Hotel.
So all of the jewelry is from other people. the knickknacks. Wow. Wow. So now we get to listen to some fine tunes.
Won't you spare me over till another year?
Yeah, I think that's my biggest critique so far is that that introductory scene just felt super, super short. Um,
Well, what is this that I can't see? With icy hands getting hold of me. Well, I am dead. None can accept.
yeah, so my Pip Torrens as the curator, my biggest complaint is that I just felt that this was too short. The intro was way too short compared to some of the other ones. I'm still bothered by the roboticness, but of the the bowler hat guy. But at the same time, the couple too were kind of. So I don't know if it's bad acting or bad writing or if it's intentional. So we'll see.
Oh lordy, let me tell you, these controls are killing me, man. I failed the hard thing, as you noticed on the first click, and I'll tell you, I clicked the button, man. This happens every game though, and I mean, I'm right under the mic, and so hopefully people will they'll hear me clicking, but it failed right away. I was like, but how?
Well, one thing that also is faulty is the reason we kept failing the repeated tap.
Okay.
That we kept failing it is because the game screen kept telling me to use the X button. But on my controller, the X button is this button, which is not the button.
Oh wow.
Game says it's X because
no.
yeah. So this is actually supposed to be A because this is not a. I guess it's giving me the Xbox controller. I don't have an Xbox, so this is my PlayStation 4 controller. So that's why we kept failing because I'm pressing X. Why is it?
Oh man.
So that is
This
a
is
huge
gonna be
flaw
great.
of the game. So I just have to now remember that every time I see an X on the screen,
Oh geez, Hark.
it's not this one.
Are we gonna have anyone alive by the end of this game?
But I think I can. But I think I can. The A's. I think the A's are the heartbeats, and I think.
Wait, so now I don't know if I failed or you failed, because you're not.
Definitely.
Are you? Oh, the heartbeat though.
I definitely failed the heart. No, I'm pretty sure I did the heartbeat correctly.
Okay.
Because I saw every time you succeed on doing the heartbeat,
Yeah.
I think the little section turns green.
Okay.
And I turned green.
Oh no.
So I think I was fine. But the repeated one, I just have to remember that I have to look up now, just before we start again. I have to look up what the X position is in Xbox because I know by heart all the shapes, the positioning of the shapes on the PS4. I don't know by heart what all of the things are in the Xbox. But anyway, that's a major flaw, which I hope they fix, which surprises me because they've done this with controller support in the past. So I don't know why right out of the box that really should.
Yeah.
I would think
controller are you using, right? And then it would just know.
I would think it should be able to detect that I'm not using an Xbox controller. I would think. Because that would just mess people up. But fortunately, it was just the prologue, and
we know how those end, right? It's gonna lead to death. But
yeah, as usual, my biggest critique with these is you already know that they're not going to survive. You already know these two
Yes.
characters are going to die.
Yes.
It's just how are they going to die? So I wish they would change that up a little bit, but it's the same song, just in a different way.
Yeah. Yeah, and it threw me off because part of me was like, wait, are we in the modern era? And then I thought, is this England because of the Ferris wheel? But I was like, because it was before it was like, I don't know, I got confused. I was like, they're not speaking with an English accent.
They're not speaking with English accent, yeah.
But yeah, and then it's like, okay, but then it's like, is it because the trailer made me feel like we were playing in the modern era. It just felt modern to me. It had the robot thing, right? Not robot, but you know what I mean? Like it felt technology wise, that's where it was going. But if this Holmes guy is the guy, I mean, maybe it's like a couple decades later, right? And he's an old dude, but yeah.
I figured this was showing the history of the hotel.
Okay.
And the Holmes, it could be several, like I wasn't sure, was it like the 1940s? No, 1920s. I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
But I guess if the Holmes guy is going to be the antagonist for this next one, it could either be him or like a child of theirs, a son of theirs. I don't know. Yeah. Copycat scenario, that kind of thing. But anyway, I think I've been dominating conversation a little bit, Shay. No,
that's fine.
Share your thoughts so far.
Yeah, even the pillow throw, the first pillow throw, I did try to aim at you and hit, but my reticle wasn't going red. It wasn't letting me click and throw the pillow, the first pillow throw. So I'm a little bit concerned. Just mechanically, I'm a little bit concerned about.
You're on keyboard?
I'm on keyboard and mouse, but the second pillow throw, my reticle went red, and so I could throw the pillow. So I was like, so what happened the first time? Because it wasn't. I couldn't. So then I thought it was failing, and so I'm getting false signals of failure. Whereas that prologue is, I mean, effectively tutorialing you, right? You're supposed to pick up the things you need so that you can, when it matters, you're going to be doing it right, you know. So I'm a little bit concerned going in. You're doubling down that concern because of you having to memorize your control pad, like what it's doing in a different way. Is it the end of the world? Probably not. Right now with these games. But back to the story perspective. It's the guy's creepy. The guy's creepy because of the way he handles. He approaches scenarios. Like I couldn't see what was going on the other side of the door, but you did run in, so I imagined you actually succeeded at clearing past him. You didn't take him out, but because he came back in. But it's the way that he responds. Like he just kind of goes through this business, and there's no emotion behind it. Like it's extremely unnerving. How calm he is through all of it. So I do feel like that was a cool little character trait.
Yeah, I have a theory, and because I don't want to spoil anything, if I'm right, because I did say my theory out loud on my end.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna wait and see, like by the end, if my theory is correct. But just know that I have a theory, and I okay. If I don't bring it up, remind me if my theory was way off or not.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Holmes guy was really creepy. The couple though, they were. Is it just me, or did it feel like there was a lot of bad acting, bad dialogue, or
it was a mix of it was odd in the line work, but it was also he had such a creepy smile. Like the model itself was a little bit odd, and it made the lines that they were saying come across more odd.
You're talking about the couple, right?
The couple. They had this like just the character models themselves seemed a little bit derpy or something. Like I don't know if it was like their mouth or their smile or so I think there was a combination going on there.
Yeah, because during the whole time, like I get it, they're newlyweds, they're madly in love, and they're on this high right now. They are literally in the honeymoon phase.
Yeah.
But there was just, it felt very, like I don't know if this
set up.
It's
staged.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what?
I don't know. It just felt like we leave it to Beaver. Gee, golly willikers. Like it just felt it didn't feel very natural, I guess what I'm trying to say. And I don't know. Again, I don't know if it's just because the writing or acting was bad, or if it was the intentional part of the story somehow. I couldn't tell because they normally.
I mean, you're half convincing me that you're absolutely right. It felt a little staged is a bit of it's a good word here. It's like were they it felt like it's implying something that might not be true, but you're right. It sort of gave a bit of a staged feeling to
It's
it.
like, oh, this is so wonderful, honey. Oh, we are so in love. Oh, yeah. Like, it was just like, it was almost cringy. But I don't know if it was intentionally cringy or not.
Right. Well, maybe the cringe was the juxtaposition to then what would come later, which is going to be like the way that they were taken out was I don't know, just I don't know, just kind of I don't know, contrasted or something like that. But hmm, I we'll see what the other characters bring because that's a good point. Oh God. Oh, jeez Louise. I do hope the button clicking. So, oh yeah, you're not using a mouse and keyboard, but like when an icon like shows a white, like one of the mouse buttons, this happened in Red Dead Redemption 2 for me. But like I always, the way that the icon shows what you're supposed to do, I always see the opposite. So if there's a white button, for some reason that becomes a negative for me, and I'm going for the one that's active, which is like the black button. That's weird. So we'll see. Hopefully, they'll be lenient on us on the first test, and then we'll pay for it in like Act 3, right? All of that will matter. That twig you missed. Yeah.
So one thing I have the other thing I have to I thought was interesting is that they added some new game mechanics to this. Like they added the ability
I failed at it.
to select items or select something that's not dialogue based and then equip items. I don't know if you were able to give them the option to equip something.
Yeah, and I failed it. Again, another mechanical failure. I couldn't. I was doing WASD, wouldn't go. I used my arrow keys, wouldn't go. It showed a control pad. It showed a control pad cross, right? And I was like, but I'm not using a controller. So how do I go up? I need to go up. I need to use the item. So I got something I picked off of the but you were looking at rings. I was looking at the pharmacy section and I got some I don't even know what it was, some I don't know. It was like some metal box thing that I took from that counter. But so there you go. You know, it's one of these scenarios where it's like, I don't know what that would have done, right? It's like
because I picked up the pocket watch, which is what I showed.
And then you showed me, yeah.
I showed it to you. Like it was I had a choice between the pocket watch or like one of the pendants or something.
Oh man. I'm gonna have to while you look at your control thing, I'm gonna have to look at the settings for the keyboard and see if I can map it out.
It shall, yeah. And now it's I'm gonna stay up at night wondering what was in that tin box or that metal box that you picked up. It shall.
I don't even because I think they gave me a selection of what to choose. And I was like, I just clicked the button and then it just went for the center one, right? It was like, wait, I had a choice here. Like everything has been it was like complete. It was a wreck. It was a the prologue for me was a complete wreck on every single mechanic. But I feel like mechanics should be intuitive. They should flow, man. I felt like every single mechanic did not flow for me. Oh,
and considering this is the fourth game, like it should be intuitive.
Yeah. Was there no feedback for 3 years? I feel like we're being harsh on the game. I like the series. I like the developer. This is not, but I do feel like, yeah. As logic-based individuals, programmers to some degree, it's going to be hard for us to not see the logic behind some of this, right? Or the user experience behind this, right? It's like, come on, take your feedback. Anyways,
the other critique I have to give, and I don't know if this is just because of the choices that we made or because the quick times that we may or may not have failed, but this prologue felt significantly shorter.
Yeah, it did.
Than the others.
Yeah.
Because it was like, oh, Shay's already dead. Oh, like, oh, now I'm dead. Oh, that normally doesn't happen for another.
There's like a chase and there's some suspense and you're trying to figure out things, right? Yeah.
Right. But now, no, it's just like, nope, you're dead. So yeah. I don't know if if it normally is that way or it could have been longer if maybe it would have been longer if I ran instead of punching him in the face, or I don't know what happened in the tub, and you don't have to tell me right now, but I don't know if you failed too many things in the tub and that's why you died quickly. I don't know. Like it just seemed like the other prologues were at least twice as long.
Yeah. You know, I'll take a counter side on that. which I wouldn't know if I'd call it a critique, as in potentially they might have taken that feedback from the first 3 games and taken it back to your first point, where like we know they're going to die. We know that this prologue is just a setup for something. So they're just like teaching what they got to, teach what you got to teach, and then moving them along into the actual story that's going to be more meaningful to maybe counteract the nothing matters in the teaser or the finger, Yeah.
But as we've seen, if their goal was to teach us how the game played, they failed.
I do not feel confident.
This is not X up here.
Oh my god. Woo! So for your item selection, did you use your crosshair? Did you use your or whatever those are called on the controller?
So for the selecting to equip an item. So I'm sorry, when I had to select between the pocket watch and the necklace, I used this one. Like this one.
Okay. Oh, that was just your selections. That's like the mouse. But then you have the pocket watch, and when you went to show me,
in order to equip it, I had to use the directional.
There it is. See what I mean? So I saw that on my screen.
So you don't
That's
know
not right. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even.
So how do you select then?
Why would they even show the graphic of that from a controller when I'm using a keyboard and mouse? That's a mess, right? It wasn't W and it wasn't the up arrow. Those are the only 2 options from a gamer's perspective. I couldn't mouse click into it.
That's a problem, because if you can't, maybe
we're gonna have a very awkward run of this. I'm not gonna use nothing.
Go to go to settings and like check the keyboard. Check the keyboard like controls.
Yeah, let's do that together, I guess. There, what's a keyboard? Oh, there's like Xbox icons, PlayStation icons. There you go. So you can. Yeah, awkward. That's in controls. Oopsie doopsie. Yeah.
Auto detect. I feel like
you should. I agree with you. I agree with you. We shouldn't have had to come in here to do something.
Yeah, because I'm like, what?
Yeah. So then I've got
key bindings and
yeah, I got reset character up. Okay, that. Wait, how do you? What's Oh, that's the camera. Yeah, that's just a mouse. So interactions. Oh, grab and lift. Okay, that's right. And then we got interact. It's always the left button.
And then inventory slot is keyboard. It's the keyboard up, down, left, right. You see that?
But I did. I was spamming it so the mic could hear it, so that it wasn't me feeling like I was going crazy. Why not WASD though? Because you're not moving. Yeah.
You can't. Well, because your WASD is doing other things.
But not in the scene where you're. Oh, maybe you are though. You could be moving while also having to select an item. I hate when I have to move from WASD to arrow keys on a keyboard play, right? Because if I'm moving with WASD, it's my left hand. So they're making this happen in Quarry for us, right? But then they'll move it to the arrow keys on a QuickTime, and you're like, but I was on WASD. Like this is okay. So I'll try the arrow keys again.
Or rebind it to different buttons or
rebind character for. I mean, I can't seem to. I'm clicking on the zones, and it's not letting me remap nothing. I don't know why.
Interesting.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll see if it happens again. I might pause it if in the game, and then we'll. I mean, otherwise XYBA is WASD, so that's great. So that's it. It's just the item selection for me. That could be problematic. Could be a bug. Probably no. You know what I mean? It could be a bug in the sense that it's showing me the controller thingamajig of sorry, it's you know what I'm saying? The directional. It's showing me the directional, whereas it shouldn't be showing me a directional, right? So
yeah. Hello, Curator. Why does the Curator look... He's wearing almost the same outfit as Jeff.
Oh.
Just pointing it out.
You're
almost
here.
the same outfit as Jeff.
Have you been waiting long?
Very long, a year, actually.
It's always
more
good
than
when
that.
a familiar face returns. Obviously, you're in the mood for a new tale.
Curator is such a daddy. Just saying, he is quite a daddy.
It's so good to have company. For a long time, I was on my own. I can barely recall a time when I wasn't here, watching over these tales. And what good are stories without somebody to experience them? This is a story about those who create, and the lengths they might go to for their art to be made pure. Art can elicit all sorts of reactions. Delight, inspiration, desire, yes, but also doubt, fear, dread. The way you react, the decisions you make, will affect this story. Hidden in the world, you'll find dark pictures. They give glimpses of the possible consequences of your choices.
Name drop.
And sometimes it's the smallest choices that can have the biggest repercussions.
Or the smallest bugs, control bugs.
Repercussions that you will all experience. I can't interfere. That's very much against the rules. I can only observe what happens and record any significant events. Oh. Ever seen one of these? They're very old. People used to call them obols. They'd put them in the mouth of the recently deceased to pay the ferryman.
Yes, I know.
Look out for them. You'll find them in the strangest places. I'll be happy to exchange any that you find.
Interesting.
And I'll certainly make it worth your while.
Interesting. Oh, that's
well,
new.
Shall we start? The game is afoot.
The game is afoot.